Now you're probably wondering what was in here. Probably not. But this is going to be the topic of today for our advice of the week, and I'm talking about supplement safety. Now, supplement safety is something that I'm strongly for because I have been involved with the supplement industry for about 2 years now. One of the things that I see quite frequently is different companies that come out with different types of blends or different types of formulas for the product. And one of the things I started looking into is basically the efficacy, how clean is this product, is it banned substance free as far as the whole product goes. And that's going to be kind of what I talk about today. So in 1842, London established the laboratory of the Board of Excise for basically taxed goods, but they wanted to make sure that their tobacco wasn't being adulterated, basically glazed or anything, under the Pure Tobacco Act. Now this led to the Laboratory for the Government Chemists, or as what we now know as LGC, also known as LGC Science Inc., or however you know it. But essentially what it is a laboratory that does third-party testing for different types of supplements. So it might be food supplements, it might be dietary, it might be sports supplements, whatever, but big name as far as that goes. So now LGC has been testing sports supplements since I believe 2002. What they did was they established two different types of certifications for making sure that your stuff is A-OK, kind of give a little check mark, but that was Informed Choice in 2007 and Informed Sport in 2008. Essentially what this was for was just to make sure that, if you're looking at products, like some people might look at food and say, okay, is this USDA organic, is this certified vegan, is this, grass-fed beef, whatever. Basically, people were looking at sports supplements, were looking at, okay, is this certified banned substance free? Now, one of the ways that they were able to actually get stuff banned substance free, so you're looking at stuff that could be pre-workouts, or intra-workouts, or proteins, or aminos, or thermogenics, whatever, was they go through agency or organization known as the World Anti-Doping Agency. They were established in 1999 to basically establish a set of ethics or a code for different types of practices or different types of supplements that may be seen in professional sports. So you're not only looking at our national sports, other countries' national sports, but also the Olympics as well. So this was, for blood doping, this was for certain anabolic steroids, this was for certain types of energy things. Basically what they were looking at, just to make sure that there's more of an even playing field as far as the competition goes. Now one of the things that they do is they work with LGC as far as, hey, this is our list for the year, this is what we have on this list. When companies come out with products, they'll have like a thing that says, hey, this is what we've, basically excluded from our products. Like I said, whether it's pre-workout, intra-workout, protein, etc. Now, with dietary supplements, they're not usually regulated by the FDA. They do get different things like expiration dates. They do get certain things like CGMP. Now, CGMP, which is Current Good Manufacturing Practices, basically is a little thing that they put on there, just making sure that they're within good practices as far as their manufacturing, as far as their operating procedures. Making sure that the batches are kind of not, one batch might have X amount of caffeine, another batch might have a different amount of caffeine. Just making sure that it's all kind of regulated there. As far as the FDA goes, there is one thing that you should look out for, and that is mostly in food. Sometimes in supplements, it's going to be something called GRAS, or generally recognized as safe. There are a few supplement ingredients that have been given GRAS certification. One of them that I'll do, for example, is the carnosine patent for beta-alanine. That is something that I looked into when I did my literature review over beta-alanine for my sports nutrition class, and essentially is saying, okay, well, this is generally recognized as safe given FDA approval. And so if you have something that's carnosine beta-alanine versus, let's say, beta-alanine itself, what you're looking at there is it has studies behind the patent, it has research behind the patent, and there's going to be consistency. So it's not going to be like some strain or some version of it. It's going to be the same thing every time. And this is kind of the same thing that I look at for a lot of the different types of supplements, and something that I recommend for a lot of people. So you might have something, let's say like ashwagandha, which I've seen on the like commercials lately for sleep or stress, whatever, works great for that. But then you might look at a patent like KSM 66, which is the full patent, which is approved safe by the World Anti-Doping Agency. Or something like certain enzymes for your digestion versus prohydrolase, which is a good protein digestive enzyme. Now, with a lot of these like patents, essentially what it is that it's just giving you the peace of mind that there has been some kind of alteration to it, or some kind of basically formula for that has been tested, it has been researched, it has been put through different types of trials or studies to make sure that it is a good product. You might be looking at different things like Optizin, you might be looking at different things like Levagen for inflammatory response, different things like that. But like I said, one of the things that I highly recommend with a lot of this is just making sure that whatever you're taking is safe. Now there's a lot of different things that people don't realize as far as what they're taking. So one of the things that I've found out recently, and when I say recently, I mean the last semester, was something called caffeine anhydrous. Now, as we know it, is the caffeine that is in soda, down there, a lot of different types of energy drinks, thermogenics, you name it. Essentially what that is a very synthetic form of caffeine. If you actually look into it, you will never want to drink soda again. But that's some that I look at. So something that I take nowadays for my energy is going to be something from either coffee or tea or something natural rather than synthetic. That's something that I do like to talk to friends, talk to family, talk to a bunch of different people about, is making sure that whatever you're taking is safe. We have a lot of different things out there now. Like I said, we have this will help you lose weight, this will help you get gains, this will help whatever. But how much of that is going to cause side effects in the long run? And if it's not worth it, it's not worth it. That's going to conclude this advice of the week segment. One of the things that I'm trying to do is condense this down to 10 minutes or less, which is very difficult because I could talk to family and friends for hours about this stuff. But I just want to make sure that I'm getting some good information out there to our TMUCT community, to my fellow campus rec associates, and to anyone who just comes across this. So if you think there's someone who might need to see this, definitely send them the link. We want to be as engaged, as active, as out there as possible. So I definitely recommend you start looking into different types of things that you might be taking. It's one of the things that you don't have to, but you'd be surprised what you find with a little bit of research. Research goes a long way nowadays, especially in this marketplace of here's something new, okay, but what works and what's safe. I will be trying to get the comments open, so if you can't get the comments here, look on Instagram, look on Facebook, look wherever else we have this for the comment section. Comment what you want to see. I'm trying to get ideas for the advice of the week segments, but there's only so much I can think about. I know, right? So please comment what you would like to see, and if I get a chance to look at those and I get a chance to actually do some research into those, then you might see your suggestion in one of our Friday videos. But this has been James with Team UCT Campus Rec, and I will see y'all next week.